Hey, YouTube! Good to see you guys. Well, it's good for you to see me again this week anyway. I can't see any of you. Today is Sunday, May 6, 2018. Jared Fuller here. Thank you for joining me for another week of the Sunday video updates. There's a few things to go over this week. A couple of things happened. On Tuesday, I got a new phone. I upgraded my Android phone from an 8 gig to a 16 gig, which means that I'm able to store more apps and record longer durations of video because I have a 32 gigabyte SD chip inside of the phone. So that will help me out a lot. And I just got back from Owasso. I went and bought another 32 gigabyte SD memory chip for my previous phone for the 8 gig because I plan on using that for, I can still take pictures, record longer durations of video, and things like that. But yeah, it's been kind of a busy week. I was in Muskegon yesterday, and I enjoyed the view of Lake Michigan. I was just out on a joyride, my typical joyrides, and the roads ended up taking me to Muskegon. And I was in Grand Rapids, and of course, I can't leave out Lansing. I was in Lansing last night as well. And I'll have some pictures for you to see at the end of this video. That is a Java notification, and that goes bye-bye. Oh, just 1 second, guys. Later. Okay. We're all set. No, but I was in Muskegon yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful sight. There's just the sun shining on Lake Michigan. It was just absolutely gorgeous. And I had a wonderful time hanging out yesterday. I do have friends who live in Muskegon, and we've been talking about arranging plans for me to come and visit and hang out. I didn't get to see them yesterday because, of course, we didn't make the plans. It was just a random drive to Muskegon, but it was fun. And Muskegon is a beautiful, there's a beautiful overview of Lake Michigan. From a nice sandy beach, and I enjoyed myself very much. So yesterday, I don't know, Saturdays always seem to be the pick days of the week for me. I don't know why. Oh, my nose, it just, ugh. But yeah, Saturdays seem to be the pick days of the week. But yeah, yesterday was great. I'm doing okay for the most part. I am, I'm still doing my thing, and I'm doing okay health-wise. And, I kind of discovered something yesterday, that when I was on the beach, it was actually relaxing. It was soothing, listening to the water, rush to shore. And I got some of that Lake Michigan water on my boots. I let the tides splash against my boots, and it was just a good feeling. It's like a nice release of all the stress and angst and worry and anxiety in the world. It was nice to be free for a little while and to forget about life and just to enjoy the sights and sounds. It was really just a wonderful time. And of course, Pepsi also makes everything better. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing okay. I'm still, raising awareness to childhood cancer. There is still a donation jar at the Schultz Central Pharmacy in downtown Chesaning. We had a windstorm last week, and it knocked out power to most of the village of Chesaning. Saginaw County and Genesee County were the two hardest hit counties in particular. And from about Frank's Supermarket eastward through Chesaning, there was no power. And Schultz Central Pharmacy was included in that widespread power outage. I think they're back up and open today. I'm pretty sure. I haven't checked. I haven't been back in Chesaning lately. At least not, anytime soon that I would actually notice if there was power. But it was quite the windstorm we had. It knocked out electricity. We didn't lose electricity. We still had our power. We have a generator. which, by the way, I need to dig out of the front porch because it's buried underneath a bunch of other things that we have nowhere else to store it in the wintertime, so the front porch is our last resort. I mean, we have a back room, but that gets full very quick. It's preoccupied with other things, and that's the problem with living in a small house, is that you have more items than you do space, than you have real estate. So it makes it hard because we don't have a garage, we don't have a pole barn, we don't even have a shed. So anything that we store is either out here on the front porch or in the back room, which is behind my bedroom. So I guess you could say we're hoarders. But I don't think we're that bad. But hoarding is a very serious problem. I mean, there's people who they have this mentality that everything that they collect or everything they keep has some kind of value to it. And then you have people who come along and help to declutter a lot of the unnecessary, unwanted garbage that there's no reason to keep. We don't have that problem here. At least I don't think. But who knows? But anyway, yeah, everything's good. Dad, he just left. He went up to the back 40. Someone called him on his phone and wanted to meet him at the back 40. So I guess that's where Dad was headed. Amy, she's in the bedroom. I got the TV muted. So it's been kind of a busy week and a wonderful weekend. And that's my phone. I think someone sent me a text message. But anyway, everything's good. Everything's A-okay. And I wanted to point out that I'm wearing my Finn gear, Fight to the Finish, Go Gray in May. That was something I wanted to also implement and point out. Because I know a lot of people on Facebook and Twitter, they use hashtags. So be sure to use the hashtag Go Gray in May, which is right there at the bottom of your screen. And just hashtag it up, help get the word out. And of course, while I'm on the subject of, pointing things out, don't forget to visit GuideStar.org. GuideStar.org is where you'll find all of the information you need to know about legitimate 501c3 nonprofit organizations and LLCs. That's GuideStar.org, all one word. But Finn is a brain cancer survivor. He's still a young kid. And I keep in touch with his mom through email. And we're pretty good friends. And they're going to be planning maybe sometime, I don't know how soon, but sometime they're going to be planning a trip to Sandusky, Ohio, to Cedar Point. And I've agreed that maybe I'd like to drive down to Sandusky, Ohio to get to meet her and to meet Finn and Tara's husband, of course, and Finn's sister, Saffron, I think is how you pronounce that. And Tara, if I'm mispronouncing it, correct me on that if you would. But I'm looking forward to meeting them, and I'm sure we'll have a wonderful time. There's a lot to talk about, and we've been friends, we were introduced to one another on Facebook. And now we keep in touch mainly through email. But yeah, we've been making plans, arrangements to do a little meet and greet. If I have to drive a certain distance, I'll do it. It's not a problem. But I'm representing Finn. You saw this right here, FTFF, Fight to the Finish, and then right here on the sleeve it says Fight to the Finish. So thank you, Tara, for sending me the Finn swag. And I'm representing the Warriors too. I don't have a bracelet of Finn on my arm, but I have other bracelets of other Warriors, of course. The most recent one from this warrior right here, and the gray here, his name is Benjamin Beery. So yeah, I'm getting very loaded up on, I'm getting all jacked up on awareness bracelets. Yeah, so, and I'm still looking forward to making plans to meet some friends in Muskegon. As a matter of fact, I just got in touch with an old schoolmate that I haven't seen in probably, I don't know, 20 years or more. She lives in Muskegon. She just went through a painful divorce, and she has her 2 children. And we started talking, and we've been maybe, hopefully, arranging plans to meet up and hang out, have drinks or whatever, talk about the old times, and I'm looking forward to that too. So I've just, been busy, trying to stay busy and trying to stay focused on, just not letting other things and other people bother me so much. Because, lately my name seems to end up in the enormously oversized flap traps of other people, and that's and out of my family. Lately, that seems to be the case. But of course, they can never come to me with the problem. They got to go behind my back. They got to tell other people. They have to, make such big deals out of little things. And which, by the way, the problems have nothing to do with me at all. But they're mad at certain other members of my family, so they take it out on me, someone who has nothing to do with the problem, and they use that to get back at immediate family. I don't know why. But they can keep my name out of their flap traps, because I had nothing to do with their drama or their problems. It's one of the reasons I keep to myself, because, when I was 16 years old, I really and truly kept to myself. I didn't mingle with anybody. I didn't talk to anybody. I just wanted to be left alone. But now, being as I'm almost 32, I have a lot of friendships. I have a lot of connections. I'm quite gregarious when I'm around my friends. And, I'm just a person who likes to joke. I like to make people laugh and smile. It's the kind of guy I am. But when it comes to certain other people, I just assume not to associate with them, because there's always some kind of drama going on. There's always some kind of issue that I had nothing to do with, but somehow my name keeps getting mentioned and brought up in conversation, and fights and arguments that I had no part of, I had nothing to do with. But somehow I always get dragged into everybody else's messes. If you're going to use my name, if you're going to speak about me, at least do it in a way where, if Jared's done a lot for a lot of people. He always makes everyone a priority. He always puts other people first. He helps people who treat him like crap. Speak about me that way. But if you got something to say, man, just come to me and say it. Say it right here to my face. Otherwise, just shut the hell up. So with that being said, and I just had to get that off my chest, I feel much, much better. And I'm going to take another swig of my Pepsi real quick. And I do apologize for doing this Sunday video update so late in the evening. But we had company. And that's one of the reasons why I went and bought the 32 gigabyte SD card for my other phone. So that way, if we do have company here, and I usually do my Sunday video updates here in the living room, I usually have Dad and Amy with me, which is fine because, they live here with me too. I live with them. So they're not the problem. It's when we get company and they like to talk and talk and talk. And I cannot get my points across. I can't talk to my audience, my YouTube viewers, because I'm being constantly distracted by other people who want to talk at me when I'm trying to talk to you. So that's why I figured I would save my other phone, my previous phone, and I would use it for pictures and videos for those specific purposes, because they can record longer durations of video. And I don't want to have to, sit and fuss with my Samsung camcorder that only records up to 20 minutes of video at a time. I want a straight continuous recording, just like this. I've recorded hour-long Sunday video updates where I'm just talking endlessly like I am now. But it's hard to do that when there's other people here always wanting to, when they're trying to talk to me or they try to intervene or cut in on my thoughts, they interrupt me mid-sentence, and it's annoying as hell, and I just want to get my point across, and I want to update all of you on how I've been doing. I don't want to have to sit and fight to get a word in edgewise on my own damn video. So I just wait until they leave, or if it's just me and Dad and Amy, that's not a problem. But if we have company here, I will take my cell phone in my room and I'll arrange it where I can, have a continuous shot on me, and I just push the record button and start talking. You guys get the picture. Come on. And I have more requests for bird shirts. And I received a text message just today asking me, Jer Bear, are you sure you don't want us to send you money for a bird shirt? The answer is yes, I'm absolutely sure. I do. Excuse me. Ooh, too much Pepsi. Woo-hoo. I am sure, I'm certain, do not send your money. Don't send me your money for a bird shirt. I realize how badly you want the bird shirt, but please, save your money. Save your money. I don't want your money. I don't want you to send money for a bird shirt. I don't want you to send money for anything, period. Keep your money. Because, and it's not that I'm not grateful that you want to send money. I'm flattered that you want to send money to have a bird shirt for your warrior. But here's the thing. That's a t-shirt. If your warrior is receiving treatment, I want you to have that money to use for gas, to get food. If your kid is hungry, you'll have that money to get them food. If they have to go to clinic or if they're in the hospital, they'll have food, or for prescriptions, co-pays, or what have you, for whatever the reason. I want you to have that extra resource and not throw it away on a shirt. And I understand the gesture, I think, is very flattering, but that's why I always do the bird shirts out of my own pocket. I'm not asking people for money. I'm not demanding refunds of people who I've sent bird shirts to, or for people that I've even had the shirts made for, because I pay for all that. That's all out of my pocket. I don't expect you to send money. I don't want refunds. I don't want a cent from you. What I want is your love and your friendship. That's all I want. And maybe a picture of your kid wearing their bird shirt. That, to me, is payment enough. If you really and truly want to pay me back, just show me a picture, or maybe a couple pictures of your warrior wearing their bird shirt. That's all I really want. I don't want money. I don't want any of that. I just want your love and your friendship, and maybe a picture or two. But these pictures, listen to me. These bird shirt orders, first one, hey, Muskegon, Michigan. This one's going to Norman, Oklahoma. This one's going to Mesa, Arizona. This one's going to South Africa. And this one is going to Rifle, Colorado. And I will get to them as quickly as I can. I can't guarantee the timing because I'm on a fixed income, and I had other things I had to do, and just other things I wanted to do. But please don't be discouraged, and don't think I'm putting you on a back burner, or don't think I've forgotten about you. My resources are very limited. Being on a fixed income, getting SSI, I mean, that's, it's hard to take care of everybody at once, but I will get to you. I'll have the shirt made. I'll do something special for your warrior and have the bird shirt made. But anywho, yes, I did mention GuideStar. Go Gray in May, I mentioned that. Yeah, and I wanted to, and speaking of the bird shirts, I guess this is kind of a segue into the next subject I wanted to touch on briefly. It's about the donation jar that I have for Buddy Boy at Schultz Central Pharmacy in Chesaning. I've done donation jars before. One of them, in fact, was for Buddy Boy previously, and then another one was for a warrior who lived in Eaton Rapids. So how I do it, I mean, it's just coffee cans, the Maxwell House coffee cans. I wash them out, rinse them out real good. And then after I get the okay from the businesses where I want, I get the permission to set the jars up. After I get the okay, then I go ahead and decorate the can. And in the lid, the plastic lid, I just cut the flap where people can drop their money in. Because I got to be honest, there's people, a lot of the families, they don't like to ask for help. They're very uncomfortable, about asking for help. And you should never be ashamed. You should never feel as if you're a charity case. I don't want you to feel as if you are a burden on everybody. This is your child we're talking about here. And if it were my kid, I would beg, borrow, and steal to save my child's life. I would turn over every rock. I would pull out every stop. Please do not feel out of place or uneven about asking for help in saving your child's life. Like I said, my resources are very limited, but I will do absolutely everything I can to help. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. I like to help people. And that in and of itself is its own reward. So it's just what I like to do. And a big part of it, I would say, has to do with the fact that when I was sick, we didn't have Facebook and Twitter. We didn't have the social media outlet. We didn't even have YouTube. I don't think the internet even existed in 1989, or if it did, it wasn't as accessible as it is now, and it wasn't as sporadic, I guess would be the word, or it wasn't as widespread or global. It may have been, I don't know. But I think computers, like the old Apple computers, I think that was still in its infancy. And the internet kind of got big in the mid to late 90s, I believe. And that's when Google and America Online came out. And then we had MySpace, which was, I think, actually Instant Messenger through AOL, or the chat forums. That was like the earliest form, I think, that we had of actual, because now we have Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. We have Messenger, Facebook Messenger. We have all these different things, including YouTube as a platform. And so when I was sick, we didn't have the broad spectrum of global networks that we could all connect from all parts of the world. We didn't have that. So for my family, it was difficult. And my parents were the same way. They did not like to ask for help. They didn't. My dad worked while I was in the hospital, so he was going back and forth from his job to home to shower, eat, change into clothes, back to Lansing. Next day, work, home, Lansing. Next day, work, home, Lansing. So this was a non-stop. You know, my dad was on his feet all the time. He hardly got any sleep. It was just really super hard on him. It was strenuous on him. It was draining emotionally, and my mom was there with me all the time because somebody had to have been there with me. My dad was at work, mom was there, and of course, you know, the nurses and the PICU, they were really good people. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better group of individuals. But the life of being in the pediatric cancer community, when you have children who are battling disease, it can be very taxing. It can be strenuous, and it puts you in this great big ball of anxiety and depression and worry, and it leaves you in dire straits, both emotionally and financially. It's not something I would wish on anybody, but while we're all connected now, it seems, now it's easier, more than it's ever been, to help people. And helping people for me is it's rewarding. I don't do it for the kudos, and that's what most people would say. Even my haters who watch my videos every week, the ones who give my videos a thumbs down because, I don't know, they're losers and have nothing better to do with their lives. I don't mind constructive criticism. If my video really is as lousy as the thumbs down goes, if it's deserving of a thumbs down, cool. I'm open to constructive criticism. But if you're going to just thumb down my videos to be an asshole, then go somewhere else. Go pester somebody else and leave me alone. But on the flip side of that token, I really don't care about thumbs down or thumbs up. I mean, it's a nice gesture, the thumbs up, you know, because it shows that there's people who actually enjoy watching my videos, and it kind of makes me feel good. But regardless of thumbs up or thumbs down, I'm still going to do the Sunday video updates, and that's never going to change. Because I like to keep people in the know, in the loop of how I'm doing and what I've been up to. And I did record some video footage of the beach yesterday at Muskegon, so I think it's still on my phone, so I'll be sure to upload that video to my YouTube channel as well. Pepsi. Excuse me. But anyway, I guess that's it. That's really all I wanted to discuss in this week's video. There hasn't really been a whole hell of a lot going on, other than I'm just taking it easy. You know, doing my thing. And I'm trying to keep a calm, cool, collected attitude about things. And I'm trying to be a good boy. It's not easy all the time when you deal with the jerks in the world, but, you know, I just gotta roll with the flow. The thing about life is that it is a road that is not made for construction. So, with that being said, I just have to keep my foot on the gas and drive. So, that's how I'm going to end the video. Keep your foot on the gas and drive. So that's really all I want to talk about this week, gals and gents. I am doing A-OK, and I just called you gals and gents, YouTubers, or however, I mean, you're gals and gents. You've always been, in my eyes anyway. But I thank you for watching another installment of the Sunday video updates. Much love to all of you. And I will have those pictures up at the end of this video. And I will upload a video of me on the beach in Muskegon. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and y'all take care of yourselves now. Y'all come back, you hear? Peace out, guys.